I can't help but wonder, was it all worth it? Perhaps the second question is, did I really have a choice? As I've said many times, there is nothing romantic about whistleblowing, exposing, spreading the truth, and trying to help society. In fact, society's ego adds to my wondering. Hello, it's December 2024, and this video is inspired by my reviewing some of my older videos. And this video is going to focus on two topics really quick. And I'm actually going to show one of the older videos in this video here because I think there's some very interesting information there. But before I get into that, I'm just going to start off by saying how I've said, even in recent videos, how I've tried to pick up the pieces of my life after the events, for example, at the nonprofit organization that I whistleblew on in 2012, and especially after the events of May 4th, 2013, which left me partly disabled for the rest of my life. And then one of the primary, or actually the two primary issues that I've had is being partly disabled, limiting me to the type of work I can get, and the two wrongful convictions of allegedly assaulting a police officer and obstruction, which were needed to be part of their defense for the lawsuit, for the injuries and etc. But these things have been hindering me even before the conviction, because my trial lasted for years. There was pending convictions or pending charges, so that would show up on criminal record checks. But I have tried very hard over the years trying to find some work that I can do. I even tried working at a farmer's market, and I barely made it through the first day. I just couldn't keep up. I don't have very good use of my hands, and other historic health issues and everything else, but I did try. And when that didn't work out, I even asked, hey, do you have anything on your farm that I can do? And nothing. So I've begged people for jobs, and I even had friends over the years get me jobs, but again, dealing with criminal record checks, it's been what's been holding me back. So I cannot find employment reflecting my education and career history, nothing because of that. Now the second part here, which should be of real interest to everyone, and I'm actually going to be inserting the original video within this one because there's some interesting information about this topic that I'm going to be discussing, and it has to do with Alberta Health Services. And I remember at one point I had canceled my provincial health care in Alberta, and one of the primary reasons was, well, actually there'd be two primary reasons, was the fact that they knew what was going on at this nonprofit organization because they were funding them 60%, and I was disgusted by that. And the second part is not trusting them and having ill treatment over the years because of false information being put on my records there. And even now, to this day, I cannot obtain from outside of that province my medical records. I can't even find my family doctor there. But anyway, and I ended up in the hospital in the fall of 2020, and I had refused surgery, life-saving surgery then. That was the first time that I refused life-saving surgery, for the same surgery that I ended up having in a different province in 2022. So I carried that medical condition that was slowly killing me. Anyway, I had turned it down because I didn't trust Alberta Health Services with doing the surgery. They did a treatment program, and I left, and in one video I show how I had walked out, and I remember the surgeons being like really mad at me. But anyway, so I'm going to share that video here. My health care. I did receive my health care card a little while back, and I did so not because I wanted this province's health care, but as some of you who've been following my channel know, that I ended up in the hospital, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and I just didn't want to, can't afford to pay the hospital bills and all the testing and everything that they wanted to do, and they wanted to do emergency surgery on me, claiming to save my life, whatever, which I declined, and I still decline. But with that said, my getting this healthcare card doesn't state or imply that I want this province to give me medical aid in the future. And I've shared some of the reasons why. I guess the foundation of that is the bad treatment that I received over the years by them, as well as knowing firsthand and whistleblowing about this, of their knowledge of corruption. And then this compounds with this year's events, which I have to calculate my words here. A lack of trust with regards to the healthcare overall. And I would also like to add how back in the mid-2000s, I learned firsthand during the time that I walked with the elite types of the world and meeting with head people of the Canadian, the American, North American, and even private healthcare people, how the whole healthcare system is corrupt. And I've shared in other videos what I learned firsthand right from their mouths, and even seeing things in documents during one particular meeting with them. And I just I remember at the time it completely floored me. And I remember we were having a liquid lunch this one particular time. We had the whole patio to ourselves, and a lot of chuckling about how money's really made by people suffering and deaths. And I'll never forget that. That has stuck with me ever since then. So, and that's another reason for my decisions. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with everyone. And then I wrote on my healthcare card that what I just said about not consenting to receiving medical aid unless I do so. And then I wrote some instructions on the back. So anyway, that's just basically it with regards to my health care, and I still live with a lot of pain from the injuries from May 4th, 2013. That's 24/7 for me, and some other health things going on, and then this recent one. It is what it is. Now you have to keep in mind that there's older videos, even videos prior to Alberta, that I was making, discussing things that I know. For example, with my liquid lunch that I mentioned in this video here. So I have a lot of first-hand information with regards to the medical industry overall. That's setting aside the liberal arts, theoretical pseudoscience of psychology industry, which I've discussed in length in other videos. But I thought it'd be good to revisit this particular video and share. And I do have some videos coming out later this month that people should really pay attention to, because it's not so much about me, it's about you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I mentioned how people over the years have asked if I would do it again, and my answer really has been, I would hope my answer would be no, because it's not worth it. I caused my hell on earth as a descriptive, and really didn't put a dent in anything. And that's why when I hear truthers and freedom types and everybody else trying to say, oh, we can make a difference, you're not making a difference within anything, because of the power structure in the civilization.
Listen to this and write it down if you can't remember it. You're never going to outgrow warfare. You simply must learn to fight. I hear people saying to me, oh, when is it going to get easier? When you die.